Deep ecology for the 21st century. 21st century is almost over. I think it's over technically anyway. Reading on the philosophy and practice of new environment. So this book, it finally joins the dots and connects the culture, civilizational values, nature, and our place in it. So the philosophy of ecology, it's not just about, in the earlier phases, this ecology was purely driven by a materialistic approach. That is, everything is treated as matter, nothing more than that. So the spiritual and the philosophical part of it was kind of relegated to the background, and nature was seen as something that's useful and that has to be conquered and put to good use for human purposes. So, the viable human, deep ecology, new paradigm. Whereas all this philosophical stuff and relationship of us in the context of the ecology in which we are born and we live in, that part was well recognized in the Eastern philosophies like Buddhism, Hinduism, and all, where uh, the living energy, the divinity of nature was recognized, and it was not that nature was there for us to protect and care, not to just exploit it. So, all these larger questions of philosophy, equality, sameness, rights, animal rights, nature rights, all these kind of things are covered very nicely in this book. And for the first time in the Western tradition. So, shallow ecology, deep ecology. It's a very interesting book. But for our Indian minds, it sounds quite familiar. We are already into nature worship and treating trees and all as divinities and giving, uh, not treating our rivers and all just like some natural resource to be exploited, but as a living entity and a motherly figure. So nature as mother nature, and that Gaia concept and all comes into this. So this is a bit outdated actually. I got it in a second-hand store, but it's a good buy for people who are modern people who cut off from their roots and all, and who think nature means just uh, material stuff that has to be saved only because we can't survive without it for no other reason. To approach this nature as at a deeper level, that is why deep ecology, where we protect nature for itself, not just for human purposes, but as something that is the web of life and something that is sacred and protected and cherished and used in a sustainable, respectful way, for so that something is left for the future generations. So it's a good book for modern people.